Marion, do you have a ball?
Oh, I'll find something.
You don't need to, but we're going to use some today.
Okay.
So we're going to use the green squidgy balls, but you don't have
I'll go
to.
get a block. Just carry on. I'll catch up.
All right, this is all being recorded anyway, so. Right. You have that one. So we're going to start lying on our backs with the balls underneath our bottom. So just at the base of the spine to start with. It should be very, very comfortable. So it wants to be supporting your pelvis. So when you sit down into the ball, you'll feel like your lower back is kind of sinking down, but your bottom's supported. Your arms are just down by your side. Tuck your shoulder blades under a little bit. And just get a feeling of the ball by just rolling side to side. Pretty music. Put it on. So just get a little feel, little massage with some big buttocks. I hope this is okay before we go down the stairs. Find your breath. So start to focus on your breath. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Relax a little bit more through the shoulders. So get some music on here. Right, so this is going to support your back. Quite a lot of things we're going to start off doing today. And if you don't have a ball, that's absolutely fine. You can just use maybe a little towel underneath your lower back to support it a little bit more. Now lift your knees up.
Pardon?
And as you lift your knees up, extend them up to the extend your legs up to the sky. So straighten your legs to the ceiling. And flex your feet. Point your toes and bend your knees. Tap your toes down in front of you, so push your thighs away, and then pull them back in and extend them up to the sky. Bend your knees. Hinge from the hips, tap the floor. Now, as you tap your feet down, squeeze your belly a little bit more as if you're squishing the ball into the floor. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, tap. Inhale, pull the knees in, and exhale, extend. And just continue to do that. Warm up the hip flexors, lower abs, hamstrings as you kick those legs up. Everybody else feeling wobbly on the ball because they keep walking side to side. And got a lot of stability on these. We're going to do 3 more of these.
I'm a little heavier than you, so I've got it quite squashed. I'm okay.
I haven't used it for a while, that's why. Now we're going to do 1 more. And your legs land up into the sky. So we straighten the legs up. And then we're going to point the toes, extend those knees. Now everyone should be able to get their legs beautifully straight because we've got that support. We're going to drop our left leg down towards the floor, keep our right leg dead straight. If you can tap the floor, fabulous, or drop down to hip level, lift the leg back up and swap. Slowly, split legs, beautiful L shape. And lift up. Feel that stretch through the front of the hip as you lengthen out the opposite leg. So the one that drops to the floor, you'll just feel that hip flexor a little bit more. And back up. Lower down. Squeeze the ball a little bit more. And we're going to do 6 more of these. So if you're just resting with the towel underneath, it's just a little bit of support on your lower back. Now don't take your focus away from your rib cage or your rib cage down, so your upper abs are also active. I've got 3 more to do in the legs. Now when you've done your last one, we'll lift those legs up to the sky and bend them to tabletop. We're going to extend the legs together, forward, 45 degrees, back into that bent knee position, tucking in a little bit more towards the chest. And then kick away. can take this as low as you like. If your shoulders are starting to lift off the ground, you've gone too low. And then really draw the knees in and then kick away. Rib cage down, middle of the back, down into the floor as much as you possibly can. Four more. Breathing. One more. And then pop those feet down to the floor. Let the hip flexors relax. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall apart. And just roll one butt cheek to one side. So you drop your legs over to one side, roll across the ball, and drop your legs to the other side. It's quite nice. You can get your knees touching the floor one side and then switch to the other.
Does it make a massive amount of difference where the ball is?
Why, where's yours?
Well, it's not below me, but like I say, does it needs to be sort of near
Should be
the buttocks,
just-
coccyx, but
Just
that-
below the coccyx. So it's
just below the
Yeah.
coccyx, right?
And then bring yourself back to the middle, close your knees, slide your hands and just slightly grab the ball, tuck your shoulder blades under and let's lift the hips up. I want you to get your bottoms off the ball. And then close your feet until you feel your big toes, backs of your heels, maybe your ankles touching. Now squeeze the thighs in. We're going to keep the feet together and you're going to open your knees out wide like a clam and squeeze the thighs together again. So you're not allowing your feet to come away from the floor. We're just opening and closing. Opening and closing, keeping your feet connected. Work those buttocks, outer thighs, back muscles, press. Now lift your hips a little bit higher. 6 more. Out as you exhale, in as you bring those legs together. Come on, squeeze those thighs in tight. So I see your knee bones touching. I've got one more to do. Hold those knees in tight. Lift those thighs up a little bit more. And then carefully drop the bottom back onto that ball. Land it in the same place it was. Lift the knees in. Give them a little hug. Take your arms slightly wider, down to the floor, legs back to tabletop. We're going to open the legs out wide and do a lovely breaststroke leg kick forward, tucking in and making those lovely big circles. So with the ball supporting your lower back, it just allows you to get a bit more depth with the legs. Lovely. If you've got a clicky hip doing this, it only clicks one way, it won't click the other.
No matter, it'll click the other way. Nations from not the agents for doing these, Colin. Contribution.
Exactly. Let's get these legs wider. 6 more. Lower. Big, big moves. Really use that lovely circumduction through the hips. Shoulder blades pinned to the floor. And then pause. Pop those feet back down. Take your left leg up to the sky. Take hold of it. And then draw the leg in. Now again, because your hips are elevated, you can stretch your hamstrings a bit further in this position. Keep your right hip bone pushed into the ball. Drive your left hip bone down towards the ball. And then drive that leg in and extend the knee. Toes in, heels away. So you can't reach above the knee. Slide your fingers around the back, just below the knee joint, and push your leg as straight as possible, or perhaps the calf, or even the toes. Circle the ankle. Look it the other way. Hold that leg and extend a little bit more. Lovely. Now bend the knee and pop the ankle to your right knee. Abs on, right knee comes up to tabletop. So 2 options. Because you're elevated again, it's a little bit easier this exercise. So you can either push your thigh away, tap the floor, and lift your thigh back in. But I think pretty much all of you can do right leg extended, and we drop the leg down. See if you can tap the heel to the floor, but only do it if your back support is supported, and lift the leg all the way back up. So you can go a lot further with the ball underneath you. This should be almost enjoyable, yeah? Enjoying it?
I think you can't almost, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. I like the ball. Makes me think I'm now more flexible than now.
Right, so we're going to go 12. I'm on 8. You should be around the same as me. 9. Let's just say you are. 10. 11. One more. Then hold the 12 at the top. Keep that right leg dead straight. Push the leg halfway down. And then squeeze the ball and hold. Now your right thigh should be kicking in. Squeeze your lower abs. Squash that ball. Relax the shoulders. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2. Lift the legs up. And just lightly catch around the thigh and stretch open that left hip. So again, you can reach further with this stretch because you've got that support ball. Relax your right heel to the bottom, so the right leg's doing nothing. And then push your left knee open as you drag your right thigh in. And let's try and push our buttocks down into that ball. Mine's about to fly out. Okay, release the feet to the floor. Take your feet wide, take your knees wide. Take hold of that ball with your fingertips. Tuck your your shoulder blades under and lift those hips up. Wide leg bridge. Squeeze the butts. And then drop your buttocks down into the ball and press your hips back up. Down and up. If you wish, lift your heels up. Squeeze your butt cheeks together at the top as best you can, keeping those knees wide. Up and down. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Don't need to make this one slowly. Get a little bit more movement through the body. 8 more. Try and keep the pace. Exhale, inhale. 7, about to get from the calf. 6, 5, 4. Stay with me if you can. 3, last 2. Hold your last one up into the air. And little pulses at the top. Keep the knees wide. Squeeze that butt. Now press, press, press. Go higher. Squeeze it more. Squeeze it more. Hamstrings active. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release to the ball. Knees pull together. Take a quick breather. Arms a little bit wider on the mat again. Legs up to tabletop. We kick our legs forwards. Open out wide. Bend them into the center. So we're reversing it, not clicking now, are you, Anthony?
No, we're not. Much better.
So just keep thinking big, 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 wide breaststroke legs. Get the legs as wide as possible. Stretch the inner thighs. 6 more. Now, as you do this, crush the ball through your lower abs. So you're always active in your transverse abdominals. And shoulders relax. I've got 2 more left. And when I've done my last one, I'm going to take my legs up to the sky. Drop the legs halfway down. Pause. Now push the ball down into the floor. Use your tongue muscles. Squeeze your butt. And then push your hands into the floor. Lift your head. Lift your shoulders. And come into a baby crunch. And hold. Come on. Get the ribcage off the floor. 8. Left. 6. 5. 4. Lift higher. 2. And release. Quick down. Okay, good. We're going to rush that ball. We've got one more exercise before we come off this ball. Keep your left leg on the ground. Keep your right leg. Take your leg. Take your right leg to the sky. That's one. Hold it. Stretch the hamstring. Stack your toes on the other side. So either take hold of your calf or the back of your hamstring, or your toes if you can reach. Straighten the knee, but then push your coccyx back down to the ball. So both your hips are equal. These balls are a little bit too small. They actually meant I prefer big ones. I might request that as well, see how many months it takes.
When you mats and bigger balls.
New mats were asked that day we spoke about it. Drive the thigh in a little bit more, push the toe, pull the toe down, heel to the sky, straighten the leg, straighten it, straighten it. That's aimed right at you then. Is that as far as your foot flexes?
It is on my legs straight, yeah. We
Okay.
can do one on the
Pop that ankle over the knee. Let's do our last exercise. Exactly what we're doing the other side. Up to like a V-shaped position. We lift the left knee in. Options is to tap down and lift back in, or extend the left leg, which I believe you can all do, and go as low as your abs allow you to before your back takes over. You can point the toes and lift. You can flex the foot to drop, Pilates style. So inhale to drop. Exhale to lift up, which is the more kind of energy part of it. And at the same time, squeeze the ball, ribcage down. 8 more. Do that. Come on, don't give up, don't give up. Last 2. When you lift that leg all the way to the sky, we pause. You've got 20 seconds left from now. Drop the leg halfway. Keep it straight. Now squeeze the belly and hold. So that thigh active. Really lengthen out through that left knee. Squeeze, flex. Squeeze the ball. Crush the ball with your abs. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend the knee. And let's catch it. Stretch the buttock. Good. Then pull the ball again. So let the left leg completely relaxed. So it becomes like a heavy weight. You're holding the leg. You're driving the right knee out using your elbow. And then you're pushing your bottom back down into that ball to get the deep stretch. Take a few nice long deep breaths here. Okay, release the legs, lift the ball up and drop your bottom down. That's quite nice, isn't it? Thank you. Right, slide your hands behind back of your thighs and roll yourself up seated. Oh, head's gone a bit nuts. Right, so we're going to use the ball behind our lower backs again. And then once you're there, I want you to kind of fall into it. So you've got a nice strong grip. Your arms are going to flow forward. And I want you to think about sucking the belly in to get into that ball. So you might need to adjust it. Some prefer it higher, some prefer it lower. It's meant to be supporting you. So you don't have to use a ball at all if you don't want to. Lift your left leg up. Drop your left leg down. Lift your right leg. You're struggling to get it in the right place. Up. Up. My abs are not so. Then the lower you go, the better it will be to support you a little bit. So don't lean too far into it. Just you want to just feel your abs slightly active. Slightly. There. Come forward.
No. You something.
No, I have just gone. That's right. Lie down. Okay, guys. All the way down to the floor without ball. Do this same exercise with legs dead straight out. Dead straight out. Straight down, whatever. And then lift your legs from there. Yeah, controlling your lower abs, back to the back. So it's exactly the same exercise, just not at that angle. Why were you stopping?
Because my back was taking over. So I was readjusted.
Right,
Good.
6 more.
Good answer, we say. Correct answer clearly, so you can get shouted at.
Yeah.
4, get that leg right up. 3, 2, take it up higher, it will help. And 1. These balls are designed
My
to
hamstring.
support backs. Not doing a very good job with it.
That hamstring won't allow me to do that, will it?
Roll up, guys. Bend the knees, grab your feet, and lift your spine. Stretch your backs. I think I'm going to scrap that exercise.
We weren't very good at that one.
At least the camera wasn't pointing at me.
All right, we're going to come to our hands and knees, and we're going to put the ball top behind our legs, and we're going to work the hips and the outer thighs. Now, straighten those legs, get into a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Come on. Bend your knees. You know you've got to bend your knees to stretch the hamstrings because of your hypermobility. Now work on your chest to your thighs.
Look how.
Isn't it? Does that bit, does it?
It's so true. The hat is
I've
the,
got
you've
banana
got
legs.
boomerang legs. Right, guys, let's flip around to tell you just disaster.
It's going to shout now.
Oh,
Hey, it's not,
yeah.
it's not me for once. Hey.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to do it in my right leg just for the camera purposes. Okay. So you're going to do it on your right leg too. Right leg, tuck ball, drop down to your left elbow, right arm out. Lift your right knee, circle it out and all the way down for 1. And if you lose the ball, don't worry. Just keep the movement going. Up, back, round for 3. So you might be thinking, oh, this is nice. Yeah?
No, no.
Just wait.
Yeah, exactly.
And 5. And 6. Perky bottoms. Perky bottoms. What one, isn't it? I think it's better than a perky bum.
What's your more dignified way of doing it?
No, there isn't really. Lots of deep
If you want
squats.
to try and ask, the answer to that question is no.
Right, guys, we're going to do 3 more big circles, which takes it to 12 circles at my count. And when we've done the 3rd circle, we bring our knee to a hover and we lift it up behind and we give it a little pulse. Now you need to squeeze your left buttock at the same time to keep that support. I'm about to lift that ball. Keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing. Physically squeezing the buttock to lift the leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, to a hover. Do not take the support out. Take it out to the side like you're cocking your leg out and press it up. Now your left butt cheek should be fired. Turn towards that knee. Look at the knee. Twist. Come on, out to the side. Get it higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Is it hurting? Yes. 4, 3, 2, and just release it down for a moment. Oh. Drop your elbows to the floor. Just slide it out the knee, let it relax a little bit. Tuck your toes under and lift yourself up to a dolphin position. You'll be alright with this. Because you're okay with the planks, aren't you? No.
Thanks, I can't do.
No, you could. On a ball.
Ends on the bit faster, actually, as well.
Now, soften the knees, lift your hips and lengthen your spine, let your head and chest down. Then push your heels to the floor in that perfect V. That perfect triangle, upside down V. I'm going to give you options, guys, so just take your eye gaze forward. You can slide your elbows a little bit, and you can rock your body weight forward, lowering to your knees, coming into a half plank. Or you can do it just rolling forward, shoulders just over and elbows, and lifting back up again. So just start moving in whichever one you want to do. Nick, you can't do this, can you?
If it's right on toes. If it's what Anthony's.
Can you stabilise the plank though in this position?
If I turn my foot on the edge, then yes.
All right, do what you need to do. And then just hold while everything else is moving. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, if you want to make it even funkier, because Auntie's dying to, lift one leg up, come forward and down, come all the way back up, return the leg and swap.
They just hold a plank to that toe.
Yes, you can. Although Auntie's not swapping.
I am.
Oh, you do a couple then swapping.
Well,
Oh, no, you are. It's fine. So I'm going to join Auntie briefly. Down, up, rock. 6 more, guys. Don't give up, don't give up. Keep it going. Whatever level you need, drop the knees if you need to. One more, guys, and everyone hold a plank or hold that position. Just hold here. 20 more seconds. Nick, you lying on your side for a rest?
Yeah.
Shoulder.
just
Yeah.
Hold it.
shoulder.
If you're on your knees, hold your knees. Don't lose your plank. Come on, come on, come on.
Put your shoulder up.
Everybody drop to the floor.
Put it out, but it's probably quite long.
Quite tempted not to upload this video because I'm not talking about that.
You've gone to the hospital.
With your bunch on
Teach people.
Yeah.
Pilates for special cases.
Yeah, never says sports good for you.
Okay, we're going to use this ball and we're going to work the back muscles and the arms. So we're going to hold the ball. Blame worrying. Feet wide, hands holding the ball. Your eye gaze is down. You lift the elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades together to feel that kind of depression through the shoulders, and then lift up, squeeze the ball, and release. So my ball always stays just above my head. And drop. Lift, squeeze, lower. My gosh, what is that music? Let's get rid of it. Now listen, this is very much about postural exercise. But what you should really think about, moving your feet to the floor, squeezing your butt, pushing your hips down, abs engaged, and get that chest as high as you possibly can. Squeezing that ball at the last point and pulling your shoulder blades together. It doesn't want to do it, but you're forcing it to. Lift, lovely. So give me 6 more. Exhale up, inhale down. So Marion, you can just, I don't know what you're doing, I can't really see if you're tiny, but I think you're adapting quite well. Good, good, good. Now that last one, hold it up into the air. Lift and squeeze past that ball. Press, 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 press. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Make a little pillow, turn your head one direction. Bend your heels towards your bottom. Take the ball and feed it between your ankles. Then extend your legs. Right, it doesn't matter how far your legs go off the floor, okay? Abs on, hips down, buttock squeeze. All you're going to do is lift the thighs, squeezing the ball, and then dropping straight back down again. Lift, squeeze. Right, so that can be quite strong on your back. So if you want to make it, if you want to, you can lift the thighs and pull the heels into the bottom without your knees dropping down. Extend the legs away and then drop the legs down. So we lift, we curl, we lengthen, and we drop. It is strong on your lower back. So Rich, you may want to not do it. Or do it without the ball. Do it with your feet together. Or do individual legs.
We'll do nothing.
Oh, do nothing. I'm not arguing with you today. It's been interesting.
Don't cheat yourself, Richard.
Note to self, don't use squishy balls next week, or the week after that, or the week after that, the week after that.
But I can't do the leg.
He's selling a short.
I can't
First
believe
time
it.
I've used the ball, so I can't get
I'm so really impressed. You've not complained either.
You're going to get started with this one.
We need to get bigger balls, like I said. Actually, you can do a lot more with the bigger ones. 4 more, guys. Now think about the length. Think about the squeeze of the butt. Squeeze the abs. Get those buttocks tight. Now we're all going to do one more. Lower the legs to the floor. Lift up. And push. Squeeze the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Turn your head the other direction. Let the body just relax into the floor. And then we're carefully going to transition to child's pose. Now, actually using the ball for child's pose is quite nice. You sit your bottom on it, and then relax your head and chest down through the arms. So if you're quite tight in your hamstrings or your hips and knees are a bit tight, this is actually quite nice support before you go to child's pose.
We do need a good ball, so.
Oh, you're going to say I'm not even touching them.
I'm not even touching the ball. Even with the ball. Then.
Can I title this Pilates class Pilates for Special Cases?
Special things for that. Yeah, no idea at all.
So really extend through the elbows, feel the stretch down your sides of your back into the lower back. And then just roll yourself up, get hold of the ball, and that ball's going behind your left knee.
We need a medicine.
I need normal tight ground ones. Can't grip with these hands, they're too slidey. Okay, drop down to your right elbow, take your left arm out to the side, find a balance, abs engaged, and we're going to lift the leg up behind us, take it out to the side and circle it around. So allow as much give as you like through the hips, keep the control through the tummy muscles. And also squeeze your right butt cheek so it's active as it can be. Remember, this is the nice bit. Right, guys, we're going to do 6 more big rotations. Do about the ball, Nick. You getting cramp?
Yeah.
Yeah, do about the ball. That's where you're gripping it.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 more circles. Try not to rest your knee down. If you need to, briefly do. Pause, lift the leg up. Oh. So think about the squeeze of the butt. Navel to spine, so you're not letting that lower back dip, not using your core stability. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to a hover, out to the side, down there, press out, pull that leg as high as you can go. Control of your obliques, the side abdominals. Squeeze that ball, get the knee higher than your ankle. Have a look at the mirror. Make sure the knee's higher than the ankle. Knee higher than the ankle. Go, go, go. 10, 9, 8, that's it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release down. Take a moment, releasing the ball from behind the knee. Onto your elbows, tuck your toes. Nick, what did you do another way? Lift up. Your position.
Give it the funny minute.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was thinking though,
Happy
you
with
know
that.
your shoulder didn't like the movement earlier.
Yeah.
Easier in your hands, and don't find your hands. Try it in a minute.
Okay.
Right, we're rocking again. So slide your elbows forwards, we're coming forwards. And reaching up. Now this is the easy option to this, rather than giving up, is to rock forward and lower your knees. Push your bottom back, and then lift your knees back up again. That's the nice version. Down, knees, bottom back, lift up. Otherwise, just roll your body forward, lift it up, or if you're Richard, to stay static. And then if you wish, you can lift one leg, rock forward with one leg, return it, and swap to the other side. But get lots of movement for your shoulder joint. Lovely. So if you're going to hold a plank statically, you don't fancy moving today, but you want to do a half plank, come to your knees, and then just drop your hips forward. Right, we're going to do 4 more backwards and forwards, and seat on his own.
Oh, it's not.
If you're in a half plank, drop your bottom, drop your bottom. That's it. And then hold your plank. Hold it. So everybody, hips forward, hips down, abs on. Hold it. Breathe. Down. That's it. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release down. No idea what time it is.
2 minutes.
2 minutes to 1. Is it?
Yeah, that's it. Well done, thank you.
You don't want to side to side here? Yeah, Richard.
See you next week. Bye.
Slide your hands aside of your body and just put yourself carefully up into a cat stretch. So bring your hands under your shoulders and tuck everything and push the floor away. And then the other way, lift your bottom, lift your chin, let your back sink and stretch. Wow. Do that one more time. Then release it again. Your abs stretch out, shoulders away from your ears, tuck your toes, lift your bottom and walk your hands to your feet, with your feet to your hands, knees somewhere. So you might need to bend your knees, grab hold of your big toes. My thumb's resting on my big toe now. That's where I want you all. Bend your elbows and drive your chest towards your thighs. Get the stretch across the sternum and lower back. And then push your knees away as you lift your hips. Straighten those legs as much as possible. Come on, straighten them out, straighten them out. Chest to thighs, hips to ceiling, back to the knees, push away, weight forward in your toes. And then just soften the knees a little bit more. Take your hands, wrap them around the base of your spine, lift your fingers equally and push those arms up and over and stretch open the shoulders. Reach away, reach away. And then keep them down by the base of your spine. Keep them linked. Scoop the belly in and just roll up carefully through the spine. Once you reach, head rush. Once you reach the top, slide them down your buttocks, lift your chest and pull your shoulders back. Push your hips forward, squeezing your back. And then stand straight, stand tall. Oh, I've got terrible head. Open your arms, take a big reach up, bring your hands together, give yourself a bow and a clap. It's one of the strangest sessions I've done in a long time.
Well, at least you recorded it, so you're going to show it as evidence of the video.
For the inquest.
Yeah.
Thanks.